Hello and welcome people to LiFo Company. Where in this fictional world, ocean doesn't exist. So you're given the freedom to choose how you die. And the best part is, the company doesn't get sued because of it. 10 out of 10 would work for my beloved non-caring dark entities again. You and 3 other colleagues of yours will work together to reach the required quota that the company has assigned to you. You have 3 days to reach it, and with each completed quota, the next one goes up. The way you get credits is by collecting scraps scattered inside the abandoned facilities you have to explore. Watch out not to get caught by the schizophrenic monsters that clearly do not exist. Whenever you get your scraps, return to your ship and put them back in. The way you can detect scrap easily is by pressing right click and it will display the item and its value. Or you can as well use it as a miniature light source when it gets too dark. Then whenever your time runs out, you can gather your equipment and sell it. Then ring the bell so the cute little psycho can get your loot. Ring too much and you become the food. Or you can do what me and my friends did and play Russian roulette with the bell. And if you barely have enough credits to reach the limit, keep in mind, your body costs 5 credits. So, sacrifices must be made.
You can listen to call afterwards.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Get shit on, idiota!
But if by any unforgivable chance you miss the quota by a minimum amount, have fun swimming with the other corpses, yours truly, the CEO. But you can buy additional equipment for your adventures with a terminal which has been generously provided by our supervisors. There, I would suggest you to buy the Pro flashlight, cause I mean it's 10 credits more expensive and it's way better than the normal one. The walkie-talkie so you can communicate with your teammates when they're far away, or if someone is in the ship and watching the big monitor in your ship, which works as a way to spectate your colleagues so they can guide you. The show is the most dangerous tool your colleagues can obtain. I'll advise you to stay as far as possible from them, speaking of personal experience.
Watch out with the flashlight, it doesn't matter.
Enough time, boys.
And as soon as I said that, he died. Well. I guess I need no more radio. I mean, might as well.
What?
Everyone is dead, bro.
What did you do?
Everyone is
What
dead.
did you do? Danny, drop your weapon. Danny, drop your weapon. Guys! Oh man!
Oh man, fucking.
Is that?
There are other weapons like the shovel which can be found around the maps, but they kinda weight a ton. The boombox serves as a moral booster or sometimes as a distractor. The soundtracks for this game are magnificent.
Great asset to the company. Great asset to the company. Great asset.
Goodness gracious! The Zapgun is the best weapon against enemies and the worst against you. This is where me and my friends utilized these two to our advantage. 2 of us would get the shovel and the third one would stun the enemy with the Zapgun. Then we would kill it. If you don't accidentally kill each other in the process, it's a very successful method I recommend using. Extension ladder is very useful for reaching fire exits on certain maps and as a tool to again kill your fellow colleagues. The TCP inhalant is a very good tool to subdue yourself before your imminent death. The lockpicker is useless, you have keys which are not that rare. The jetpack is genuinely fun to fool around with, but it's not the most optimal tool you can buy. The radar booster works as a distractor for enemies. The spray paint enables you to unleash your artistic potential. The stun grenade can stun most creatures in the game for 5 seconds. As well, there is a makeshift variant which can be found when exploring the maps. The only way this tool was utilized was my dear co-worker intentionally detonating it in front of our eyes.
Was that a mouse? Oh my phone.
The very immersive thing I like about the game is almost every pickable object is interactable, like the clown horn and the air horn, which are only used to annoy the fuck out of people. The remote can turn on and off the lights of the ship, the whoopee cushion which makes fart noises, the gift box which drops random items when used, laser pointer, wow, and the mask of tragedy and comedy which turn you into a zombie when worn.
You put on the mask. You put on the
Alright,
mask.
boys. I'll see you around, guys.
Goodbye.
For the ship upgrades we have the loud horn which serves as an orientation for the ship's location when there is a moon which is foggy. The signal translator works as a transmitter of messages whenever we don't have radios.
The voice.
The teleporter teleports the selected player on the monitor back to the ship, but the items which he is carrying will not get teleported with him, so we use it with caution or whenever they're dead. If you have money and intend on keeping them, always get your fellow workers' bodies back to the ship, otherwise you get penalized. And make sure at least one stays alive, because if everyone dies, you lose all of your gathered materials. The inverse teleporter teleports the players randomly inside the facility. It's a good strategy if you want to get yourself killed quickly, or to use for last resort. It's one of the best gadgets to use, because imagine you just get teleported inside, and you can't get out. The last section is all decorations and costumes. Fun fact, the terminal can work the same as the big monitor if you're the one monitoring your co-workers. That way, whenever there's a locked metal door or a mine, you can interact with it. While exploring the facilities of the moons, which I'll talk about later, you can find all kinds of monsters who would like to kill you. They vary between indoor and outdoor entities. The indoor ones are the Snurfly, which comes the ceilings all game until a player goes by it. Then it drops on the ground, chases you back and starts suffocating you when you're near. Your vision will be blocked and your audio scuffed. You can remove the flea by smashing it with a shovel or going outside if you survive long enough. The bunker spider roams around and drops webs everywhere. Once you destroy its webs or touch it, it will start chasing you down.
Get him! Get him! Get him already! Get through it! Finish him!
The hoarding bug, as its name states, steals items or bodies and flies away with them. If you try to steal the items from him, it will start fighting back. The slime is a slow-moving entity which only goes by sound, but you can easily jump on the railing to avoid him, and it can't open doors unlike the others. The spore lizard is the friendliest entity in the game. It does not attack you, and when spotted it runs away. The bracken will quietly stalk you, then snap your neck from behind and drag you to the farthest place from the exit. You can easily avoid that when looking at him, but not for too long, because he will get angered. Somewhere around 3 seconds is enough to make him retreat. The bracken has its own room which resembles the back rooms. Typically, correct me if I'm wrong, if you stumble upon a bracken room, that means he'll spawn in the facility. The thumper is a fucking aggressive boy. You hear his loud ass stomping whenever you're near him. Good thing about him is he has terrible hearing issues, but he has eagle sight. One way to escape him is if you drift around the corners, then he can quickly lose sight of you, but keep in mind, the more he chases, the faster he gets. The co-head in my opinion is the scariest entity in the game. Every time I catch a glimpse of him, I shit myself in real life. If you look away from him, he'll move incredibly fast to your position, so never take your eyes from him. My first experience with him was pure terror.
I can see other monsters. That thing I can defuse, what is it? There's something, oh, it's a mine. Apparently. Watch out, there's a kitchen here.
The Nutcracker wields a shotgun and being around him feels like you're in a school in America.
Hey, where the fuck is the main ship, bro? Where's the loot? Where's the loot? Tell me, bro.
Holy fuck.
He's coming. He's...
Dat is mij, komt, daar komt, daar komt, dat is mij, komt. Nee! Stop me! That's crazy, that's crazy. I'm fucking scared, I'm terrified. Ik kan fucking shut it from my heart! Oh, we're fucked. I'm just gonna keep on jumping. My end is near anyways. I've been alive for too long. What's up, bro?
Yeah?
Bitch!
There's people alive! There's people alive!
Yes! Yes!
What? Wait, you're alive? Oh my god, yes!
The good thing is he's queuable. When he shows his eye, then you can hit him with the shovel, or you can just trigger a mine. But the most important thing about him is that he drops the shotgun, which is the most OP weapon in the game. You can almost one-shot every entity in the game, but the gun has bullets, and the only way to get them is by killing the Nutcracker again.
Full safety off. Oh! Er zit er 2 kogels in. Oké.
The ghost girl is your schizophrenic vision. She appears only to one player and the others can't see her. She can't be killed and she can spawn outside. The way you can up your chances of meeting her is if you have the most paranoid player status or be insane. Here's your conditions. The jester is horrific. Never get near him. Run! He'll start playing his song when he reaches a player. Then it's game over. He knows your location at all time. You can never hide.
Oh, he's coming!
Fucking run!
Shut up! Shut up! Shh! Please!
Sagas gonna kill us.
I hear him. Boys. He's not been forced to live.
Then the outdoors are the eyeless dog who only goes by sound, so if you scream like a retard, you're dead. The forest keeper cannot hear but only see. When he gets you, he eats you, and your corpse is unrecoverable. The earth leviathan kills you from underground. You can avoid him if you try to turn around and run, but you need quick reactions and not be fat, otherwise you're dead. The baboon hawk attacks you only when there is more of him, so it's a better idea to stick together with your teammates. And I want to talk about another outside entity, the circuit beast. They'll guard the hive, which sells for a good value. But damn, at first I had this one friend who will always hunt them and get us all fucking killed in the end. Because if you put a hive inside the ship, the bees will roam around it, and you're basically fucked. But then we learned the strategy: whenever you get a beehive, put it on the board of the ship. Then when you depart, run back to the hives and return back inside. As easy as that. Entities have a chance to spawn on different types of moons. Moons look differently on the outside, but the same indoor style. There are only two of the inside designs: the factory and the mansion. The indoors are randomly generated and the outside as well, but with minor details. Every moon has different kind of weather effects, such as rainy, which spawns quicksand on the ground; stormy, which has a lightning strike that would strike any conductive material; if you hear a zap sound, immediately drop your stuff and stay away. Foggy, which is annoying to navigate through; flooded, which slowly floods the map; and eclipse, which immediately starts with outdoor enemies spawned in. Moons have difficulty levels. If it's higher, the more loot you will get. For example, experimentation is the easiest, but has less valuable loot. Titan is the hardest, but it pays off way more. The only moons you have to pay for are the Rand, Dine and Titan, which are all winter maps, but have the best value loot. And thanks God they added light sensors to navigate through, because damn, you can get lost easily. That's overall all of the base content in the game. I think it's one of the best experiences I ever had when playing co-op in games. The art style and the graphics perfectly fit the atmosphere of the game. The way they did proximity voice chat is perfect. I tingles my immersion sensors. You can always play solo or with strangers. Well, I'm a pussy and every time I enter the building alone, I feel anxious. I'm not very good with spooky games, alright? Playing with strangers is pure cancer. I try to enter other people's games, but I get weird results. A big portion of the lobbies are every different kind of nation in Europe. I can't join them, perhaps they're modded. And I joined one which was an interview to see how autistic I am. I had to say the weirdest thing I have done. Well, I had to make something up, and just said I kicked random people's balls. Didn't work very well. Well, another reason is I'm not the most social being. Perhaps from the footage you have seen that I have mods on, and you'd be correct. This game has thousands of mods already, and there are all kinds of them. There is even one that, I don't remember what it was called, which was a huge ass, creepy ass dungeon. That shit is wild, man. If you are by any chance interested which mods I use, here. Anyways, this game is gold, and I guess the forest can have 1 point, cause the developer is one. I've milked the game enough, well, I missed the hype train, but who cares? I had fun. If you haven't bought it, buy it. Simple as. I hope you enjoyed the video, have a nice day, see you in the next one, where I'll review 2 porn games.